As long as I got you, that's me.
Found my queen. For her love, I'm a fiend.
Need you like the air I breathe.
The air I breathe. Without you, there's no me.
As long as you right here with me.
Right here with me. With another man I couldn't see.
It's you and me. Reese, Genia.
Right here by your side, I'll be by your side. No question, I'm around. For eternity. For life. I'm your wife, get it right. Praising our family. Seeing the heights that we can reach. It's you and me. Reese and Genia.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, man. Did y'all miss us, man? You missed us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, don't cap. We missed y'all a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we missed YouTube.
Yeah. What's going on? How you doing? How you feeling? What's going on?
Cut.
Yeah.
We ain't do this in a long time.
How you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? How you live? Cut! Where's this fucking man?
Okay, y'all, so how have y'all been? This is like a life update for us right now.
Right. I know it's been a little while, man. You know, it's been about 5-6 months.
If not longer.
Right. But yeah, man, life just been a little chaotic for us, man. You know, we went through ups and downs.
Yeah, this past year, this year here has been kind of crazy for us. Chaotic? A little chaotic.
Yeah, it's my little word of choice.
Mm-hmm.
But man, we been through all type of roller coasters this year, man, to say the least. We experienced pregnancy, of course. My wife gave birth to a new little baby Gibson, which we'll be showing y'all in the video.
Pregnancy, so that was kind of like what the start maybe for us slowing down with YouTube. I ended up finding out I was pregnant early this year. The beginning of this year, I was finding out I was pregnant in January. And for those the first half of my pregnancy, I was sick like every day. I was throwing up like every day. Just was out of it. So I had I was exhausted a lot. I had no energy to really do anything and barely work.
Right. Yeah, it was crazy. So, you know, of course, being sick every day, YouTube was one of the last things come to mind.
Yeah, I was very sluggish. I really just wanted to lay down in the house and stuff. But I forced myself to go to work every day and, you know, do what needed to be done because, you know, can't make no money sitting on your butt most of the time. Well, that's a lie. You can. Well, in our profession, what we do right now, you can't really make money sitting on your butt like that. So, eventually, so after going through the sickness and stuff with my pregnancy, the rest of my pregnancy was pretty good. Then I eventually had the baby just October 8th of this year, just this past month. And I was diagnosed with postpartum preeclampsia. So I eventually had to get readmitted back into the hospital, which was really hard for me to do because, I mean, I just had my baby. So a week later, I'm back in the hospital, 24 hours under magnesium. Blood pressure is sky high through the roof. I never had any type of blood pressure problems during my pregnancy, during my whole life. You know, no health problems, period. And for me to experience that, you know, it was kind of scary.
Oh yeah, screamed the nerve wracking. I never even heard of anything like that. And in addition to her going through that, I had to assume the responsibility and all the children and the business and
taking them to school.
Right. It was just a real rough transition for us. Never quite experienced anything like that.
Right. And then eventually had to, I was readmitted into the hospital like a week after having a baby. So I had to spend 24 hours there, 24 plus, because I didn't go home till like the next day after that in the evening. And then was home for a couple days and then had to go back to the hospital and get readmitted again because my blood pressure, they couldn't get under control. So they eventually had to put me on blood pressure medicine, and that helped get it down really good. and then they was able to let me go, and that was like another 24 hours in the hospital away from the family. So it's you know, it's been a roller coaster, you know. At this point in time, right now, my blood pressure is like back to normal, like nothing ever happened, and I'm completely off blood pressure medicine.
Yeah, thank God.
Right, thank God.
Yeah, but just being so young and having to be on blood pressure medicine, you know, my mind was racing. It was just crazy. The children was concerned. Just crazy, man. Never even quite been through anything like that. Then the doctor said her brain was swelling. She was threatening a stroke or heart attack.
Yeah, postpartum preeclampsia, you know, never went through it. And it was that severe headache. That's what eventually led me to the hospital before getting put on magnesium. I had a headache for a while. It wouldn't subside even after taking Tylenol. It wouldn't go anywhere. So the next day, like the middle of the next day, I was dreading going back to the hospital. But I said, let me go to the emergency room because this headache is not going nowhere. It just feels like it's getting worse. And from my understanding, like that's your brain swelling or something. So I had to go to the hospital and get put on magnesium to sedate my body. It's like a muscle relaxer to keep me from having seizures and stuff like that, while my blood pressure and stuff was sky high. So I mean, it's just been crazy. You know, real touchy topic. You know, and I had to spend 24 plus hours away from my newborn and my kids. I don't spend that much time away from them that much, so it was rough. And then he had to assume responsibility of all the kids, and the baby was keeping us up every night anyway. So come on now, newborn baby.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can only imagine what he was going through at home with our children too. So.
Oh yeah. Then in addition to that, we get hit with another curveball. My junior, Reese Jr., son, my oldest, he ended up experiencing a rare condition called testicular torsion. Man, when it rains and pours, you heard me. Some other rare illness I never heard of.
Right.
Something where one of the scrotum sacs began twisting. And to my understanding, that we had a short window to get him to the hospital to be able to save one of his testicles. Long story short, man, my junior lost a testicle, man. He had to get a testicle removed.
Yeah, so he had to get put like immediately into surgery to get it removed. And you know what they did, I think they sewed it up so that they sewed his other one up to make sure nothing happens to that one as well.
Right.
Crazy. You know, we never heard of anything like that. And he didn't tell us exactly when he was experiencing pain because the pain was like overnight. Everybody was sleeping.
Right.
And we had no idea he was going through that until like the next day when we all woke up and he told us like he's in pain now.
And so my little 13-year-old son just being introduced to teenagehood, not even really get to use his little package yet, he has already experienced a major operation already. So it's just crazy, man. That was extremely emotional for the family. I don't think I ever cried that much in my life.
Okay. I mean, it was just sad. Like, he's so young. He shouldn't have to go through that, you know. You know, we dealt with it. And we had to, of course, stay strong for him because he was very scared himself. Like, he was scared.
Right. He had to get put under anesthesia. I mean, it was a major operation.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he's strong. He's back to health, so.
Yes. Thank God for that because that was scary. But he's back to his normal self, whatever. He's playing around and all that good stuff.
Right. Back in sports, you know, so.
Right.
Yeah, man, this family was getting hit with some blows, I must say. But the businesses, as you know, we are entrepreneurs as well. We have the furniture store, Gibson Goods, which was our first business. And my wife has Finesse Collections as well. With Gibson Goods, you know, what my wife going with everything she was going through at the time, going through pregnancy and all, of course she couldn't really work like that, being sick and all that. Again, I had to assume a lot of the responsibility of the business the business really became a one-person operation for a little while. Hey, and it was rough. It was rough. You know, I was running like a chicken with my head cut off most of the times. But, you know, a man gonna make sure shit get handled, so to speak.
And then once I eventually went down to have the baby, like everything was completely on him. Like I wasn't able to be at the store or anything. You know, he had to take the kids to school in the morning. Open up the store, make sure they eat. The little one, because we have the little baby too. Make sure they eat. Pick them up from school. Have to go to 2 different schools, 2 different times, so I had to close the store down and all that stuff. And you know, I mean, it was a lot for him. And then come home, and then he made sure he cooked, made sure all of us ate and stuff. So you know, I'm thankful. You know, I got my partner and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he cooked like every day. He gave me some greens, some macaroni and stuff. Like he actually threw down. He cooked, made sure we all ate properly.
Yeah, so what's up? Thank God, man. You know.
Right.
It is what it is. But,
I said, oh, look at that, he in the kitchen cooking.
I was just fine.
Hey, them collards was actually really freaking good. Like, so I'm like, okay. Guess what? I got some help when Thanksgiving come around. Because I'm definitely cooking on Thanksgiving. So.
Facts. And you know, get tired of going out to eat all the time, eating all that unhealthy crap.
Right.
It ain't good for you, so. Yeah, man. You know, getting in the kitchen and learning my way around.
Which is good. It benefited everybody, so.
Oh, yeah. And Finesse Collections, her business, had to kind of put that on pause at the moment.
And I felt like I was doing so good in my business before I had to, like, put an end to it. But, you know, with everything I know, I can get it back up and, you know, popping like it was before. But it's been down, about the whole year. I left my website up most of the year up until October, which is when I closed it down, because if I did have any orders coming through, I wasn't going to be able to give them to the post office in time. So I just went ahead and closed everything down. But I do plan to get everything back up and running before the end of this year is out. So I will have my website back up and running. So just keep an eye out for us.
Come back harder than ever.
You know it.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know, I've just been anxious. I'm ready to get everything back rolling. I feel like while being pregnant and going through everything we was going through, it was kind of a little pause in a lot of stuff, but it was also a blessing. A lot of the stuff that we went through and got over.
Right.
So I'm just happy to put our foot back on the gas and start getting things running again. And that goes for us with YouTube as well.
Right. So all in all, you know, we ain't gonna sit here talk our head off. I'm aware that this video, you know, lacks a little action pack, but we working on that. We're gonna get y'all some good action pack content or whatnot. But as of now, this was just to give y'all a little conclusion and, you know, just a little update of why y'all haven't seen us for a while, and basically why we put YouTube on the back burner for a while. Right. You know, we all take a break at times, hit the reset button.
Right.
You know, we was just going through some obstacles like ordinary people. It was just raining a little hard on our side, but you know, it's all good. We still here, and we're gonna continue to persevere.
That's right. That's right.
But before we conclude, I want y'all to see the newest member of this family.
Yay! Malia.
Yes, her name is little baby Malia.
Malia.
And so she just turned 1 month on the 8th.
Oh my God, she's so precious. Look at her. Oh my God, mama. Yeah.
Came out with a head full of hair. I think she looked just like Max when he was little.
Yeah, she do. Oh, man. So precious.
But yeah, man, y'all get to see her when she up and going.
We appreciate y'all continued support. You know, keep watching us, liking, subscribing, because we're definitely gonna hit you with some content now, since we, you know, done got a lot of the mess out the way, like the crazy mess, not the pregnancy now, but the crazy mess. And you know, since I don't had the baby, I'm ready to get things going again. Like I'm ready to you know, that's what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to, you know, that's what I'm ready to do.
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. Oh. Oh no, I'm sorry. Who did it? Daddy?
Mama did it? No.
Oh, Daddy's so loud, yeah. It's okay, Mama.
But yeah, man. To the next one. Go.
Every day I wake up to get my cake up, roll up, bake up, light up, face up. Every day I wake up to get my cake up, roll up, bake up, light up, face up. Every day I wake up to get my cake up.